area. You said D-line was a spot that you weren't really concerned with today. They got after the quarterbacks. What did you see out there from your guys on the edge?
Yeah, up front, I thought, as a coach, I thought they played awfully fast and played in the backfield quite a bit. And so, that's where it all starts. And so pleased with them guys up front.
When they're getting when they're getting after the quarterback like that, what's that do for the linebackers and the secondary, obviously?
Anytime in the passing game, the faster that the ball comes out, the easier it is to defend. And so it throws off timing. And so without a doubt, if you can get there and put pressure on the quarterback, that's the best defense for the passing game.
Is it a pretty encouraging sign to see a lot of those takeaways out there?
Yeah, it is. Still pretty sloppy and gave up too many big plays. Is that we ran a lot of plays, but also gave up too many big plays. But the takeaways are, that's a common stat that if you can get those takeaways, your chances of winning increase drastically.
Did you expect that though? Some lapses. I mean, you guys made some great plays, taking some sacks and some interceptions, and then there's also some blown coverages in some area.
Yeah. So no, I didn't expect that. I'm a little demanding, I guess. Is that we've been practicing here for 7 days or so, and we have to be a lot more consistent. And we had other chances to get off the field, and then in the red zone, is that we played well early in the red zone. We didn't play well late in the red zone, so that's a little bit disappointing. And that's the one area we got to get better at, the red zone defense.
Any particular positions that you would like to see get better that stood out today?
Well, it's still the secondary. We got to get the secondary figured out and who's where and what they do well and haven't done a very good job of that so far. They're a little bit behind and we've had a couple kids banged up, but that's football, and so the other guys got to step up and play. So we got our work cut out for us to get the secondary figured out.
What do you think the issue's been with that? Because that was one of the stronger suits of the team last season. Where have you seen that?
Well, we just don't have a lot of depth right now. I say with injuries and at safety, yeah, we got Jay back, but we're rotating 3 groups through there, and so we're trying to develop some depth. And hey, back there, if you haven't played back there, there's a hell of a lot of space to cover. And it's not easy, and so experience has a lot to do with that, and so we got to get those younger guys where they're more comfortable in playing in space.
Have you been considering throwing some other players into the mix back there and seeing if they fit?
I think we're repping everybody, so if anybody else, they'd have to be a general student, in order to try out for football. It just can't be anybody. So we're kind of limited to who we have.
Skylar Thomas had the pick six. I mean, what have you seen from Skylar?
He's got better, no question. Just too inconsistent. You got to understand, guys. You make a mistake up front, and it gets 7-10 yards. You make a mistake in the back end, it's points, and that's what gets you beat. And so we have to be more consistent and play better back there, and we got to coach better.
What other players do you want to see step up?
I like to see all of them, actually. I think the D-line is starting to, or they did today, but, blind squirrel finds an acorn every now and then too, and so they got to get after it all spring, and so that's the thing, is the inconsistency. Now, some of that comes from being, we are doing a few new stuff, and we got a bunch of new coaches on defense, and so, we don't have to play. I think we have about 35 practices left before we have to play a ball game, and by then we'll have it figured out.
Lola, he a guy that came in, JC transferred, weight-wise is there. What have you seen from him and his just progression so far early on as an early enrollee?
Yeah, the junior college kids, it always takes a little bit longer. I mean, that's a hard thing, transferring, and so he continues to get better, but he's got a little ways to go also. The run game part I don't worry about too much, but in the passing game part, I think we can get him to where he can get a little bit better pressure in the middle.
There's a lot of moving parts right now, but with the rapport on field, does it look like these guys are starting to come together and play as a unit?
Well, I think they enjoy playing together. That's a good thing. And we did have great energy, and so that's a good thing. And I thought we ran around awfully well, but it was a little sloppy on tackling. And like I say, in the back end, we gave up a few too many big plays. But for a first-time scrimmage, I'm not disappointed, but at the same time, we got a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think held the edge today, offense or defense?
I don't know. You run so many plays, it goes back and forth. Like Coach said, is that this is the first time we've done down and distance all spring, you know, and so kids got to learn. You know, we had one there, like what I'm talking about, we had one there is 3rd and long, and we have a guy step up and chases a 2-yard route across the field and lets a guy behind him catch it for a first down, you know, and so we've got a lot of down and distance teaching to do with the guys, and but like I say, that's their job, and that's the fun part of spring ball. You get to teach the game without worrying about playing a game.
Thanks, Coach.
You got it. Yep.